Have you ever thought that something small in the kitchen can carry a big message about health and life? An egg. Simple, serene, we often take it for granted, but behind its simplicity is a tender story about mindfulness, patience, and how we care for ourselves. As we grow older, this video doesn't invite fear. It doesn't judge old habits. We invite you to slow down, to revisit the little things that are often overlooked. Because sometimes, it's not the big issues that make our bodies tired, but the small details that we don't notice. Imagine a quiet morning, a warm kitchen, slow movements, steady breathing. That's where this story begins. About how to store, about how to cook, about choosing with your heart, and about savoring the moment. 4 simple things. 4 gentle lessons. 4 reminders that self-care is never too late. This video was made for those of you who want to live more comfortably, lighter, more consciously, not to be perfect, but to be more caring. If you believe that health begins with small acts of kindness, if you want to feel accompanied, not patronized, then this story is made for you. 1 egg, 4 lessons, 1 warm message, a peaceful life. Starts with how we treat ourselves. Let's walk together. Slowly, with small smiles and lighter hearts. Imagine a quiet morning. There's no rushing sound, only soft light coming through the window. On the kitchen table, a single egg. Quiet, simple, inconspicuous. But, did you know that this small object holds a big story about health, mindfulness, and how we care for our lives? Today, we're not talking about fear. We're not talking about terrifying dangers. We're going to talk about the small cares that keep life comfortable into our wiser years. Because sometimes, it's not the food that's wrong, but how we treat it. This video was created with one simple goal: to make you feel accompanied, you who have traveled a long way, who have learned over time, and who now want to live each day with more lightness and calm. We'll walk slowly, no complicated terms. Just stories, just images, and a few smiles along the way. Before we dive in, let me take you for a moment. If you enjoy videos with their warm stories, calm language, and simple yet meaningful life messages, please support this channel. By subscribing and turning on notifications, you help us continue to accompany your days with kind and thoughtful content. Your support is like gently tapping someone on the shoulder, saying, "Thanks for being there." Now, let's go back to the kitchen. Imagine you open the refrigerator slowly. The cool air greets your face. In the corner of the shelf, there are eggs that have been sitting there for a long time. They don't make a noise. They don't complain. They don't ask for attention. Like many things in life, they seem fine, but they actually need a little attention. And this is where our lesson begins. Eggs are honest food. They don't pretend. They don't give big signals. If they sit for too long, they don't turn into monsters. It just slowly loses its goodness, like a flower left in a vase too long. From a distance, it looks beautiful, but inside, the water is no longer fresh. Think of an egg like morning bread. Today it's soft and fragrant. Tomorrow it's still delicious. But if it's left too long, it's not because the bread is bad, but because time has taken its toll. The same is true with eggs. There's nothing much to remember. Just one small thing. Fresh eggs help the body work more easily. When eggs are stored too long, bacteria can grow slowly. It's not always visible. It's not always smellable. And the elderly body, wiser but more sensitive, has to work harder to cope with food that's no longer optimal. We don't want our bodies to work overtime. We want him to rest and enjoy life. An old egg is like a clock whose battery is almost dead. It's still ticking. It still looks like it's working. But actually, it's time to replace it. There's no need to panic. It just needs a little attention. Eggs that are stored too long don't always look spoiled, but their quality declines, and older bodies are happier with fresh food. From eggs, we learn about being present in the moment. Storing eggs too long teaches us an important lesson. Delaying attention often makes simple things into small problems. The same goes for life. Checking your health, cleaning the kitchen, making conscious food choices. It's not hard work. It's self-compassion. And compassion knows no age. Imagine yourself calmly preparing breakfast. You choose fresh eggs. Cook them slowly. Enjoy them without rushing. Your body smiles. Your mind is at peace. This is the little gift you give yourself today. Today, we've learned the first thing that can turn healthy eggs into unfriendly ones. Storing them too long. No fear. No regrets. Just a little awareness can make life more comfortable. Remember, health isn't about big changes. It's built from small decisions, made mindfully. Next, we'll discuss how to cook eggs, which seems simple, but secretly determines whether they become your body's best friend or actually make it work harder. Imagine a quiet kitchen. The stove is burning slowly. A small pan is simmering on top. Inside the pan, an egg is changing shape. This small change, the way we cook, is a big story that we often take for granted. We're not talking about prohibitions. We're not condemning old habits. We're simply gently understanding, so that our bodies, which have faithfully accompanied us for decades, can breathe more easily. In adulthood, we no longer pursue speed. We pursue comfort. Comfort when eating. Comfort when digesting. Comfort when waking up the next day without feeling heavy. And eggs, a simple food we've known for a long time, can be part of that comfort, if treated properly. An often overlooked habit. A soft-boiled egg often looks appealing. The texture is soft. The color is beautiful. But for an aging body, visual beauty doesn't always mean goodness inside. Think of an egg as a story. If the story stops in the middle, we feel something is missing. The same is true for an egg that isn't fully cooked. Imagine reading a book and stopping halfway through. The story isn't finished. The message isn't complete. Our bodies are the same. An undercooked egg still carries a story that hasn't been fully processed by heat. And the body, especially the more sensitive bodies of older adults, must finish the work itself. There's nothing wrong with the past. We're simply learning for the days ahead, when eggs are cooked thoroughly. The heat helps inactivate bacteria that are invisible to the eye. This isn't meant to scare you, but to make things easier for the body. The elderly body prefers food that is fully prepared. Like a sturdy chair and a steady light. A soft-boiled egg is like a chair with one leg missing. It's still sittable, but we sit carefully, at this age. We don't want to sit cautiously, we want to sit quietly. A well-cooked egg is kinder to the elderly body. The body doesn't have to work extra hard. Digestion feels more comfortable. From a perfectly cooked egg, we learn one big lesson. Patience breeds comfort. Not only in cooking, but also in life. Walk more slowly. Eat more mindfully. Listen to your body more often. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. Profound meaning for the elderly at this age. We no longer have anything to prove to the world. We take care of ourselves because we deserve to be cared for. Boiling an egg thoroughly is a small way of honoring the body that has accompanied us through so many stories. We've learned the second thing that can turn healthy eggs into less than friendly ones: undercooking them. This isn't meant to scare you. This isn't meant to discourage you. This is just meant to help your body get through the day more easily. And remember, self-care always starts with small decisions made with love. Next, we'll discuss small habits that often go unnoticed, but which can slowly transform eggs from a comforting food into a burden on the body. Imagine you're in the kitchen on a quiet morning. The table is clean. The utensils are neatly arranged. You're holding an egg and about to crack it. This simple movement holds an important story that we rarely notice. And we'll learn calmly, without blaming the past, and without fear. With years of experience, we know that small things often have a big impact. It's not big decisions that determine the comfort of life, but rather the small habits we repeat every day. And this third habit is very close to our hands. Eggshells are a natural barrier. They're like a thin jacket that keeps the inside safe. But when the shell is dirty or has a small crack, that protection is weakened. Imagine your favorite jacket with a small tear. It's still usable. But wind can easily get in. The same is true with eggs. Eggshells are like the door of a house. If the door is tightly closed, the house feels safe, but if the door is slightly ajar, dust and insects can enter uninvited. It's not that the house is bad, but because the protection isn't intact, there's no guilt here. It's just a new awareness that makes us wiser. Dirty eggshells can carry bacteria on their surface. If the shell is cracked, bacteria can more easily enter the egg's interior. An older body, which operates at a calmer pace, is more comfortable accepting food that's well protected. An egg with a cracked shell is like an umbrella with a small hole. When it rains lightly, it might not be noticeable, but we still come home with slightly wet shoulders. In this age, we want to stay dry and comfortable. Eggshells are a protective barrier. If they're dirty or cracked, the protection is weakened. Choosing whole eggs helps the body stay comfortable. There's no need to memorize it. Just remember it when holding an egg. Imagine choosing an egg with care. You turn it slowly, examine the shell, clean it carefully. This small gesture isn't hard work. It's a self-care ritual. Your body senses it, and it thanks you by providing comfort. The eggshell teaches us about boundaries and protection. As we mature, we learn that taking care of ourselves doesn't mean being weak. Quite the opposite. Boundary keeping is a sign of respect for life. Choosing a whole egg is like choosing a calming environment and people who provide a sense of security. Profound meaning for seniors who've weathered many storms. You deserve to enjoy each day without additional burdens. Examining the eggshell is a small symbol that you still care about your own quality of life. And that's a beautiful thing. We've learned the third thing that can turn healthy eggs into less friendly ones. Using eggs with dirty or cracked shells. There's no fear. There's no strict prohibition. Just small acts of attention that have a big impact on the bodies we love. And remember, self-care always starts with simple things we do consciously. Next, we'll discuss one final habit, which is often taken for granted, but can slowly transform a simple meal into something unfriendly to the body. Imagine a quiet afternoon. The sun is slowly setting. The kitchen feels warm and familiar. On the table, there are eggs already cooked. Nothing seems amiss. But there's one small detail that's often forgotten after the cooking process is complete. And this is where our final lesson begins. As we mature, we know that life isn't about the abundance of choices, but about the quality of those small choices. We've discussed storage, cooking methods, and the condition of the shell. Now, we'll conclude this journey with one simple habit that determines whether food is truly a friend to the body. A common household habit: reheating eggs that have been cooked for a long time. Cooked eggs are meant to be enjoyed immediately. They are at their peak of goodness right after they're cooked. However, when eggs are stored for a long time and reheated repeatedly, their quality slowly deteriorates. Imagine a cup of warm tea. When freshly brewed, its aroma is soothing. But if reheated repeatedly, the taste changes. The warmth is no longer the same. Reheated eggs are like an old story told too often. At first, they're warm. But over time, their meaning diminishes and the taste is no longer the same. Not because the story is bad, but because its time has passed. There are no hard and fast rules here. Just an invitation to listen to our own bodies. When eggs are cooked and left to sit for too long, their internal structure changes. If they are then reheated repeatedly, the body has to work harder to digest them. For older bodies, fresh, cooked food provides a light and comforting feeling. We don't seek perfection. We seek comfort. Reheated eggs are like toast that has been put through the toaster too many times. It's still edible. But we wonder, why doesn't it taste like it used to? Eggs are best enjoyed fresh after cooking. Reheating them repeatedly decreases their comfort for the body. The elderly body is happier. With simple, fresh food, imagine you're cooking just enough. Not overdoing it. Not rushing. You're enjoying your meal. Mindfully. No leftovers. No heaviness. Just peace. This is a small form of wisdom that comes from life experience. From eggs that aren't reheated, we learn about letting go. Not everything needs to be kept. Not everything needs to be repeated. Sometimes, it's best to enjoy the moment while it's still fresh. And this lesson isn't just about food, but about life. Profound meaning for seniors. You've collected many memories. Many stories. Now it's time to choose those that bring you peace. Not those that add to your burden. Cooking in moderation, eating mindfully, and listening to your body are all forms of respect for your life's journey. This journey leads us to one important habit: reheating overcooked eggs. Let's recall these 4 simple lessons. Store eggs for too long. Cook them undercooked. Use eggs with dirty or cracked shells. Reheating overcooked eggs. There's no fear here. There's no regret. Just small awarenesses that make life easier. Because health isn't about hard rules, but about gentle self-care. And you, at this age of wisdom, deserve a life of comfort, peace, and gratitude. Before this video truly ends, let me gently ask you, when was the last time you paused, took a deep breath, and said to yourself, "Thank you, my body, for accompanying me this far." Often, we care for many things in life: family, home, memories, but we forget to care for ourselves in the simplest ways. And today, through the story of the egg, we are actually learning about life. The egg may seem small, but it is from this small thing that we are reminded that health doesn't always come from big things. It comes from attention, from awareness, from the simple decisions we make every day. Storing wisely, cooking patiently, choosing carefully, and savoring the moment. At this age of experience, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be gentle with yourself. Your body has been working hard for decades. He has carried you through laughter and tears, through bright days and tough days. Now, what he needs is not pressure, but small, loving attention. If you learn one thing today, remember this: self-care is the truest form of gratitude. Every conscious food choice you make, every small step toward a healthier life, is a thank you to life that continues to go on. And that is priceless. Before we say goodbye, if this video has made you feel accompanied, understood, or reminded you to love yourself more, please hit the like button as a sign of our togetherness. Share this video with those closest to you, family, friends, or anyone who wants to live a calmer and healthier life. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bells so you don't miss out on the next exciting story. And if you'd like, please leave a comment below, sharing your experience, or just a simple hello. Your voice matters. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for listening with your heart. May your day be filled with calm, a feeling of well-being, and a feeling of gentle gratitude. Until we meet again, take care of yourself.